It is 1:12 a.m. on Sunday, February 9th. I went down to go see my sister play hockey along with some other high school friends that she was actually playing against, which is funnily enough. And that's pretty much what I did for today. I did, however, come back up to a classroom and wanting to just watch Attack on Titan. I was just rewatching it. I don't like being in my room. I've said this many times before, and I find it really relaxing to just do nothing up in a room that's pretty isolated. But when I came up, I realized that I didn't have my phone charger. And I have an older phone. I have a phone that goes to a lightning cable other than like the USB Type-C. And so I have this charger that goes from like USB Type-C to lightning, and it charges so fast. Like, it heats my phone up pretty annoyingly, but it charges incredibly fast. And I don't know when I took it out of my backpack, because I always keep it in my backpack as because I always want to have a charger where it's like when I'm going somewhere, because why would you not need a charger? And I don't think I took it out of my room, which means that I either left it plugged in a classroom, or I somehow took it out of my bag and I don't remember. So I was looking through all my classrooms that I went to, and the 3 classrooms are on the same floor in this building. And I was checking, and it was not there. So it either means somebody took it when, it was, the one classroom was set up exactly how I left it set up. Even the stuff on the board was still there, meaning that nobody went in there. So it was not that classroom. So the classroom that I went into 2 days ago might have been in there. And that leads me to believe that they just took it because it's been in there for so long, not that they were maliciously taking things. Or it's just in my room somewhere, and I don't remember taking it out. But this brings me to the idea that I find it nobody wants to lose things. But I feel like I get not attached, but I imprint memories into objects that I own. And if I've had it for a long time, then I remember the things that I did with said object, or things I went and I used it and it was there. And I'm annoyed about this. This one I haven't had for that long, this charger. It's annoying at this point. But I remember I had this water bottle, this hydro flask, this blue long ass hydro flask that's pretty beat up by now because it is 6 years old, and I bought it to go to boarding school because I needed a new water bottle. And I almost lost it because I left it in the locker room and I didn't remember I left it there. So I didn't have it for a day, and then when I went back to the locker room, it was there. But I actually kind of freaked out about it because I've had this water bottle every single day for the past 6 years. And so I think to me it means so much more than what other people have. If they lose a water bottle, they lose a water bottle and buy the same one. But to me, that's the only water bottle I can have. And the same thing goes with my hockey helmet. When I was at boarding school, my helmet, bought it and I had these stickers on it. And I've never taken off those stickers, and I will never take off those stickers. But when I came to college, the club team, we needed to get new helmets that matched. And it was a white helmet, and I have a white helmet. And so they were like, all right, you don't need to buy one. You need to just take your stickers off. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking my stickers off because they mean things to me. Not the fact that they're just stickers, but for the past 2 years, 3 years, all the time that I played in boarding school, I had these stickers on. And so they mean things to me to have there's like memories attached to objects, and that's like in my room. I argue that it's the best decorated room in the house, not because it looks aesthetically pleasing, but you go around there and I have just memories upon memories, like what a room should be. And it's just almost a little bit of a mess, I would say, but in a way that I can comprehend it. And there's some random objects, just kind of random things that don't make sense to the person. Like I have a couple of rocks just sitting on my windowsill. And the reason they're there is because every time I went to a lake, I would bring back a rock. And I was younger when I did this, but I remember going to the lake and picking up those rocks and being like, this is cool, I'm going to bring it back home. And so I've imprinted these memories onto these objects, and if something happens to them, I have to throw it away, I have to get something new. It freaks me out because I don't want to lose those things that remind me of good times. Like, it even comes with, like, this may also be paired with the fact that I just don't like buying new things, whether it be new shoes or new clothes. I just like wearing the same things over, like, the things that I've had. But things that I don't necessarily use every day and are meant to just be looking at have been imbued with a memory or a good time or a good feeling that it makes it important to me. And it's scary to me when one of those things ends up missing or one of those things ends up destroyed or altered. Like, I'm protective almost over these things. I have a couple of old sweatshirts that some of my other family members have been trying to convince me to wear around, but I'm like, no. Those things are so important to me that nobody else can use them. Nobody else can touch them. Like, my parents want to come in and clean my room. And I have just a bunch of old papers, old assignments, old newspapers on my desk. And they're like, this is trash, we need to take it away. I'm like, no, it's not trash. It's not trash. It is something important. Like, I'll go through and it's an old math assignment. It's an old math notes. It's a newspaper from the day that I graduated. Like, they're important things that are in my room and around my place that they're important to me. Like, and it just makes me, it freaks me out when something is gone because I'm always afraid that I'll lose that memory that's associated with that object. Or if it's something that's important for a specific reason, I won't think about that time again because I won't see something that reminds me of it. Like, if I go into my room and I look at those rocks, I'll remember the good times I had going to that lake and jumping off the boat and doing all this and that. But if those rocks were gone, would I ever think to remember those things? Sure, they're good times, but they're not in recent memory. They're not this and that. But I like to have those because they give me an opportunity to remember things. They're imbued, they're important. And I freak out when those disappear. And it's not that I'm saying that I'm a hoarder. Not even close. Like, my room is organized in a specific way. Like, when I say there's stuff on my desk, it's literally just old notebooks, old blah, 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 like school things. Like, I have, on my shelf, I have an old can of cranberry sauce that I used in a school project when I was so young. That's the closest thing to trash, but it's clearly obviously not because it was used in my project. And so I'm not a hoarder. I purposely keep things pretty clean. But if something becomes important to me, then I want to keep it. I want to remember it.